Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon.
Very enthusiastic, I see. We'll start with a typical round of questions. I would like you to ask her any question you want. Thank you. You don't have to do that. And now let's see how much you remember from previous lessons. Fault.
Vinna.
My fault, your fault. Faulty. Faulty product. Wadliwe. Ooh, this product is faulty. And faultless. Faultless. Now, should you say sorry when something is your fault? Should you say sorry when something is your fault? Yes or no?
Yes, I say sorry when something
is
my fault.
Whose fault is it if a student fails an exam? Whose fault is it if a student fails an exam? If a student
fails an exam,
it's students' fault. Is it easier to see somebody else's fault than your own? Is it easier to see somebody else's faults than your own? Yes or no?
Yes. It's easier to see someone else's faults
than your
own.
Why is it?
Because we don't like seeing our own faults?
No, because we are absolutely perfect and
faultless.
Thank you for cooperation. Tak właśnie się wyciąga to, czego chcemy. A chcemy. Do you return things to the shop when they're faulty? Do you return things to the shop when they're faulty? Yes or no?
Yes, I return things to the shop when they are faulty.
Faulty. What's faulty?
Wadliwe?
Can you already speak faultless Italian? Can you already speak faultless Italian? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. I can speak faulty or faultless? Faultless Italian. Thank you and congratulations. Oh, new words. Happy? Very. I am. Wise. Wise. Mądry. Wise.
Wise.
Very wise.
Very wise.
Wiser.
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 Thank you. The wisest.
The wisest.
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 So the wisest means mądry. No, wisdom. Wisdom is mądrość. Wisdom.
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 Wisdom tooth.
Wisdom tooth.
Great wisdom.
Great wisdom.
So great wisdom would be
Wielka mądrość.
right. Now, experience. Experience is doświadczenie. Experience.
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 What's experience?
Doświadczenie.
Doświadczenie. Right. Do you need a lot of experience in order to be a good teacher? Do you need a lot of experience in order to be a good teacher? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, you need
You need a lot of experience
in order to
be a good teacher.
a good teacher. Do you need a lot of experience to be in order to be a pilot? Do you need a lot of experience in order to be a pilot? Yes or no?
Yes.
You need a
lot of experience
to be
in
a
order to be a
pilot. What's experience?
Doświadczenie.
Are old people usually wiser than young people? Are old people usually wiser than young people? Yes or no?
Yes. Old people are
usually
wiser than young people.
Young people. Why are old people usually wiser than young people? Why are old people usually wiser than young people?
I think old people are usually wiser than young people because they have more experience.
More experience. Right. Right. Can you give me an example of a wise decision? Can you give me an example of a wise decision? No, it's a.
So, I don't know.
I don't know any examples of
Wise
decisions. What's wise?
Mądry.
Mądry. Just to make sure that it's not because of lack of knowledge. She didn't. Right. Can you give me an example of a wise decision? Can you give me an example of a wise decision, please?
No.
I
cannot give you an example of a wise
decision. Why not?
Because I don't know what wise decision is.
In
In
the
me.
word or
No.
Right.
What kind of decision is one?
that kind of person you are.
Yes.
Thank you, and good luck.
Thank you.
So, probably now I'll improvise and say something like, was it a wise decision to come here today? Was it a wise decision to come here today? Yes, no?
Yes.
It was. It was. Mądra decyzja. You can do that. Help? Mądra?
Wise.
Wise decision to come
Here.
dzisiaj.
Today.
Today. Was it a wise decision to come here today? Was it a wise decision to come here today? Yes or no?
Yes.
It
It
was.
wise
Decision.
decision
To come here
to come here
today. We shall see that. Can you give me an example of a writer of great wisdom? Can you give me an example of a writer of great wisdom? An example of
A writer.
She's a writer of great wisdom.
Yes. Can you repeat the question?
Oh, that's what I wanted to. Can you give me an example of a writer of great wisdom?
To have three children.
But a writer? Who's a writer? Writer?
Pisarz.
Pisarz. A writer of great wisdom. Sienkiewicz, maybe some German writer,
So Fyodor Dostoevsky.
is a
A
was
wise writer.
wise writer, or a writer of great
Wisdom.
wisdom. Was Mr. Dostoevsky a writer of great wisdom? Was Mr. Dostoevsky a writer of great wisdom? Yes or no?
Yes, Mr. Dostoevsky was a writer of
Of
great wisdom.
Wisdom. What's wisdom?
Mądrość.
Thank you. Is wisdom more useful than experience in order to be successful in business? Is wisdom more useful than experience in order to be successful in business? Yes or no? Or repeat it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I think
that
wisdom
is
more
useful
than experience
in order to be
successful
in
in business.
business. Do you agree?
Yes, I do.
I do agree
I do
that
agree that wisdom
is
is
more
more useful
than
than experience
in order to
in
be
order to be successful in
business. What's wisdom?
mądrość.
Thank you. And what's experience?
Doświadczenie.
Thank you. And now I'd like you to ask her a question with some new words you've learned today, like wise, for example, but you don't have to do it.
Okay.
Waste of time. So, no. Thank you. Stress is immense.